to part 2. Thanks to everybody who got involved in part 1. I'm overwhelmed at how many views and things we've got, so I really appreciate that. All these videos are about helping people who are in an amateur situation, people who are self-taught mechanics, who haven't got facilities like ramps, all the tools necessary to make every job simple. So hopefully this is going to help people in the future. For part 2, the plan is we're going to be doing a bit work on a Mk2 GTI. We've got a track slag system to fit to one of those. We'll be doing that on axle stands. We don't have a ramp, so that'll be a bit different. I've received some bits since my last video. I'll give you a quick look, which you might like. Ha! Now this is a very nice downpipe. Thanks to Matthew Rhodes from Track Slag. I've dealt with him in the past. I've actually got a 2.5 system on the car now. Actually no, I'm lying, I've got a 2.25 system on the car. Obviously with us running an 18T, I'm going to run a 3-inch system, just in case I do decide to go big boost in the future. But this, like I say, nice bit of pipe. I can't wait to get that on, listen to what it sort of noise it gives. Also, we have this. Now, it's just a Chinese radiator. It isn't too great. I'm hoping that it's going to be big enough. They have sent 2 fans with it. I understand a lot of people just run 1 fan. Now, like I say, I'm taking every precaution I can to make sure that the car's going to be right. I don't want to have to be replacing parts second time round because I didn't take them extra precautions. So the fans that they've sent with this don't both fit on one face. So I know a lot of people don't recommend you do it, but they say have one push and one pull. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, or I don't know if I'm just going to run 1 big fan. So we'll see in the future when it comes to it what we're going to do with that. Also on part 2, if we get that far, I've got a friend, Alan Scrimshaw. He's a good welder. I've decided I'm going to go for I'm going to go for thin wall stainless intercooler pipes. So the only silicon pipes that I'm going to have on my intercooler pipe work will be literally connecting to the intercooler in case I ever need to take it off in the future. So you know, it's going to be nice. It's getting done properly. There's no corners being cut here. Another thing, I had a bit of a problem with what sort of washer bottle I was going to use. Now I know a lot of people say put it in the boot. All you're doing is moving the clutter from the engine bay to the boot. I don't want that, you know. Each to their own. I understand it is an easy alternative. I also know that early Golfs actually had one in the boot factory. Again, I'm not sure where that was, and I don't want to have to do anything at the back of the car if I can. The battery's remaining in the engine bay, so is the tank, the washer bottle tank. So I've got this. Now, some people might be against it because it's of a Ford. But I think it might work, it might not, but it fits in the wing. It looks quite big, but it's actually, the wing on a Mk2 in comparison to a Mk1 Focus is actually near enough the same. If not, the Mk2 is a little bit bigger. As you can see here, the original Mk2 pump fitted straight on, no adaptation whatsoever, straight in, and it's only got 2 fixings. So maybe we'll put this on. It's an idea. It could be a solution, and it might give people an idea for the future. We already use the Mk1 Focus stubby brake master cylinder, so what's the harm in using another part? And another part that we've got is this, a big intercooler. I quite like it. I didn't want a big shiny intercooler hanging out the car. I'm not like that. I like subtle things. So I took a black one. And some people wouldn't be bothered because you can hardly see it when the front end of the car's on anyway. I'm actually going to do away with the inner spots. I'll run a single headlight grille anyway, and I'm going to mount this directly behind the grille. The more air, the better it's going to be, in my opinion. There's our 3-inch outlets. Any silicone hoses I do use will be black. like I say, subtle, nothing nice, shiny, in your face sort of thing. That's not really my style. So today, pedal box. I've been meaning to do it for ages. I've had to get it modified, like I say in previous videos. But I've got it back. It's ready to go in. So let's have a go and hopefully it just flies in. So the modified pedal box, the bracket that fixes over the steering column, it's been welded an inch in the wrong direction. What's happening is I'm still waiting on the pedal box getting modified. I'm still waiting on the CE2 loom coming to get that converted. So I can't do any of the work that I need to do before the engine goes in. So what we're left with is this. So I can't imagine this will take that long to sort out. We're just going to make it look pretty. But also what we're going to be doing on the video is working on that Mk2 2-litre TFSI. If you come and have a look over here, it's my friend's golf, this, James's. You'll probably see him on the channel before long. But I've been telling him for ages that this rusty tailpipe just will not do. It will not do. So he's ended up going to see Matthew Rhodes at Track Slag, and we're going to put a 3-inch system, I think it is. Just a cat back. Now I do understand that most of the power comes from the downpipe, but we're going to do it the other way around just because the back box looks a bit tiny. So I'll keep you posted on that. Right, let's go and get some wet and dry paper. We figured we might as well work outside, seeing though it's nice and sunny today. I'm starting to regret it a bit because my head's starting to get a bit burnt on my bald patch.
No, it is like.
So let's go and get some bits and bobs.
Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it. No. Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it. No. I think my vision's getting blurry, swear the Reaper's in a hurry. Yeah, I say I got no worries, but feels like nothing's gonna cure me. I don't really know why, been so damn sick of this ride. Just one off so I can feel normal for once. Fantasize about gripping the gun. And I got lots of problems, medicated, solve them. Slowly I've been falling, slowly I've been falling. I got lots of problems, medicated, solve them. Slowly I've been falling, slowly I've been falling. No, no.
Voices loud in my head. I don't want no more pain. Voices loud in my head. I don't want no more
Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it. No. Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it. No.
I swear down, these little things are the best thing ever, so buy some. Also, these, amazing for what you pay for them. They're amazing to save so much time labour wise. I mean, look at the quality of this, 5 minutes work. Shiny. I was going to paint it, but to be honest, the natural look's got to be 10 times better. So your turn, James. Come do some graft. So, haven't been down the garage for a week really. I've been chocker busy with work. The main issues being the pedal box. So I'm going to give you for people who've never done this before, I'm going to show you why it can be a pain in the backside. Hopefully it'll help avoid the situation for other people who are doing this conversion. Take a look at this. Problem that we've had with the pedal box, I've had this in and out of the car 3 or 4 times now. Ideally, you need to basically have it in the car to mark where this bracket needs to be. If you look here, if you can see this, you might be able to see, I'll show you on the back. But this bracket here, basically with this being a Corrado pedal box, this bracket is 1 inch from the centre of this hole. In comparison to the Mk2 pedal box, it's an inch out basically. So what you've got to do if you put a Corrado pedal box in is you've got to move this bracket from here to here. Now, as you can imagine, marking this up correctly without having access to the car is just, it's a pain in the backside, because I wasn't doing the welding, you see. So I was basically giving this pedal box, marking on the back of here where it needed to go, and anyway it turned out wrong twice, so I've had a bit of a pain in the backside. So however, now as you can see, it's been welded, grinded down, it's nice. In fact, if you look there, you can actually see where the original bracket was. See the top of here? There. That is actually where the original bracket went. You see? So that's like 1 inch out, as you can see. So I'm hoping the problem's going to be solved and I can get this in today. I've got James coming down to give us a hand because I can't hold the steering rack and the pedal box at the same time. Also, I've decided I am going to rebuild these Lucas 54 G60 calipers. The blue, and they've been painted badly. They work well with the ABF, but understanding that I'm going to have a bit more power, I might as well, well, you need to stop as well as go, don't you? So I've been on the Big Red, thanks to Paul Shannon. He put us on the path of Big Red. They've been around since the 90s, so I know, and they're brilliant for brake caliper rebuild kits. So I've got 2 of those there, and I also have this. As I showed you the other week, we had a track slag downpipe. I've been told it's definitely best to heat wrap it, so I've got this titanium stuff here. I've read on how to apply it. They say to wet it, use gloves and cover your forearms because it can be very itchy. So I'll do a bit of a short video on how I'm going to install that.
Yeah, it's that Super, no, Shima flow. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's that Super, no, Shima flow. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's your boy, it's your man, Young Josh A coming through with the plan. I wrote a couple songs and I gained a couple lives. Moved to Orlando, now I'm living fine. Yeah, I got a brain for a dentist and I train like a menace, but the passion is music. I've been in it for a minute, goddamn. Giving it everything that I can. I've been making some fire. My ego.
So I've wet it. I've put it on. I've lapped it 1/2 inch over each other. Supposedly that's the right amount of overlappage, I suppose we could say, to allow the right amount of heat to escape from it without damaging the metal. So I've got the clips on, I'm just about to cut them. I'm happy with how tight they are. I'm just going to brush a little bit more water over the top of it just to hold it in its position, and then let it dry, and hopefully that should be it. They do say to paint it in a silicon based paint. I'm not too sure it's necessary. I will speak to somebody who knows a bit more about this and go from there. So I've heat wrapped the downpipe. I'm actually quite impressed considering I've never done it before. I'll be honest, I made a mistake with the stainless clips once, so I'm 1 clip short. I thought I had enough. However, I didn't realise you couldn't take them apart once they were on. So I'm going to order some more just to be safe. I'd rather not have to come back to it. So if I go overkill, and as long as it looks nice, I'll be happy. So take a look at these. About to tackle this pedal box. I just thought I'd give you another insight of what my plan may be. As you can see, it's like spaghetti junction here. I've decided that I'm going to run the headlight loom through the chassis leg. keeps the engine bay just a little bit tidier. It isn't hard from what I've gathered on how to do it. I'll show you whereabouts you would drill a hole. I haven't done it yet myself, but I've read a few guides and things, and it doesn't seem too hard, so I think it's going to be a decent idea. If you look here, box time, wish me luck. So that was the bane of my life. It's in. The two bolts that I couldn't get in because they were misaligned are in. There's nothing twisted, nothing sitting as it shouldn't be. So I'm happy as I'm happy as ever. Right, so what I will tell people who are going to do this, that this seat bracket, oh, honestly, as much as you want to grind it out, just endure it. I hated it. It stuck in my back. I mean, I'm not the widest of people, but oh, what a pain in the backside that is. But steering rack's in, pedal box is in loosely. I can line it all up with the servo and everything, make sure it's going to be fine. Happy days. So it took us over half an hour, I'd say 40 minutes to get 4 bolts in. So I'll just pre-warn anybody that's doing it. I mean, maybe I've hit unlucky, but I'll show you what bolts I mean. They're an absolute nightmare, they were. The top of the steering rack, oh, there's a one there, there's a one there. Lining the top of the steering rack to them bolt holes was not easy. I undone the two underneath to allow some play, but I just couldn't get it. There's no space to get your fingers in and allow the bolts to twist. So I've gotten them, but it took a good 45 minutes, so be pre-warned. Well, that's it for part 2. Thanks for watching. I'm enjoying doing the content. It isn't something that I did plan to do, however I did, and I'm really enjoying it, so I'll carry on bringing this content, providing everybody's enjoying it and it's helping people out. Next video will be the Mk2, fitting the track slag system to that. That'll be a side video, just to break the content up a little bit. Should be, maybe that can help somebody out. So that's it for part 2. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in part 3.